Step on your feet. Yeah, step to the beat. What'd I tell you, motherfuckers? Monday night, gotta get to know you in a special way. Oh shit, we're off course and shit. The church of what's happening now, you bad motherfuckers.
Feels alright.
What the fuck happened tonight? Heather Mac in the house. You grew up on Madonna also?
I love Madonna.
The reason why I put Madonna on tonight, this was the last big hit that I rocked out to New York City before I left in '85. And who do I bump into in New York City last weekend? My beautiful Goombadich, Heather McDonald.
Goombadich?
What's up? Where the fuck you been?
What's with the questions? Like, mind your
have
business.
you had a half fucking Jewish holiday? You been
No, I went
all week. The Mexican broad had you tied down.
Tied down?
You went here. You went there.
Yeah, we went to the podcast festival 2 days. Big thank you to Vicky Pezza. It was great. We went and saw Sam Tripoli's show, the Naughty Show. We went to a couple panels, which was very cool. It was nice. It was a lot of fun.
What'd you learn?
A lot of stuff. It's crazy how much it's moved, because apparently podcasting has been around for like 10 years, and then it's just comedy has been really kicked it off. So it was just really cool going. There was someone who got their show bought by iHeartMedia, and it's just interesting to go to. But I had an experience today that I thought of you, and it just, when I first started working out, you told me that like bigger people would come up to me and like give you like a thumbs up. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you go to the 24-hour fitness in North Hollywood or not. I don't know.
No, I live in Woodland Hills.
Oh, okay. But it's...
And my trainer is a friend of mine. She comes to my house.
That's what that's what I need, because this 24 hours here is very nice, but it's home to all the people who are too stupid to know they're stupid. Like, everyone has the sides up. All the trainers are talking about where do you go to get auditions. But today, I almost had to call you to come and punch somebody in the face. So as a bigger guy, I'm like, we're like the only people who are working hard. Like, all the fit people are already fit, so they're just there to be seen.
Mingle.
But this one jerk came in. He was big. He was probably close to 400, but he had an entire outfit that matched, turquoise. He had a slick back hair. He had sunglasses on. And he was walking on the treadmill, and I wanted to...
Why didn't you take a picture?
Because what am I going to do?
There's ways to do it. You make sure the flash is off. Then if you get caught, you're like, oh, that was weird. I'm sorry.
When I get off of the elliptical, I'm basically dead. But I was looking at him, and I'm like... And people were looking at him, and he was doing the thing. I'm sure you've seen it. Get on a machine, get off. Walk to a different one, get on, get off. And... I understand it with like the pretty people at the gym. They go there to be seen and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
But
fun.
for like a bigger guy to be doing,
fat or muscle?
Oh, no, he was huge. He was like my 600-pound life, but he thought he was like a club guy. And the killer was the sunglasses.
Was he a fucking foreigner?
No, he was white.
He was a white dude?
Yep.
That's the fucking problem too, right there.
And it killed me. Like, I'm like,
did he have cologne on and shit?
Probably. I didn't get that close. But it's like people are. Like, I was killing myself there. There were a bunch of chubbier people who are killing themselves there. And I felt like he was, like, hurting our cause.
I feel like you're a bit of a hater right now.
I am.
Everybody can go to the gym.
But he wasn't even working out.
Fucking jerk off. So that's why I go to the YMCA. I don't have to deal with jerk offs, dog.
Yeah.
At all. I live my life jerk off free. I don't have to deal with fucking fake people or whatever. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm absolutely a hater.
When I go to the gym, I don't want to see a fucking cell phone.
The girl,
I don't want to see nothing.
The girl that trains me, I say, listen... If you come with she's a mom for my school. I go, if you come with some good gossip, some juicy scoop, we can do an hour. If not, it's only going to be half. So either bring it, either go to the gossipy parties and bring me some shit about someone getting divorced or something, or I'm not going to do that many reps because then I'm bored. And it goes by so fast. When she's got scoop, it just zooms by.
How many days a week you work out?
Usually at the low side 3, but sometimes I'll be lucky enough based on my schedule to do 4 or 5.
You've kept it together really good. I know you a long time.
Thank you.
I mean, you're not a spring chicken no more.
No, I'm not.
Fucking working it like
a
bad motherfucker.
I know.
If you people don't know,
Thank
I
you.
know Heather a long time. She's a fun fucking girl. I've always loved Heather. I didn't see you for a long time.
I know.
And you popped up on the show. I heard you were a mom and stuff, and I was so happy for you. I just didn't bump into you. You know, I don't run in those circles.
I know. Well, I didn't.
I don't go to Woodland Hills. I don't have a trainer.
I know. And I wasn't like hanging out like I used to hang out. We were
out.
just hanging out at the Comedy Store and the Union and all that. There were always those weird rooms popping up around Sunset.
But I still say the weirdest memory for me with you is at the Formosa with Josh Wolf
Yeah.
and Sarah Colonna bartending, and years later, everybody's still friends. Sarah's out working it. I mean, this is crazy. We'd end up at that fucking Formosa. And I remember one night you were dancing on the table or something, and those people at the Formosa just could not handle it.
Oh,
like
good.
We were outside.
That, I don't remember that.
We were outside. We were outside, not inside the bar. And that's one of the last times I
do remember
you.
Formosa. I did like Formosa.
Yeah, we liked the Formosa.
Yeah.
Formosa was a lot of fun, man. And no, it was great seeing you in New York the other day. New York is I don't know how to describe New York anymore. I grew up, Heather, for me, when I go home, I'm very numb to it.
Yeah. Because
I grew up there. Like, I went to New York City the way people here go to Sunset. Like, I went to New York, and then I grew up in New York till 73, and then my mom had a bar in northern New Jersey, right over the tunnel. So I was always in New York. Then we bought the house in Jersey, but I always lurked, like, to see the differences, to walk around this week and first off, New York is dead. At night, it's dead. See, hipsters don't go out at night. This new generation, at 1 o'clock, they fold. 2-3 nights I went out and they fucking Thursday night I was at the stand. We were walking around at 1. There was nobody out. We were smoking pot on the street. We didn't drink or nothing. The Friday night I did that place. Walked out of there at 2:30. We were on the corner till 3. People drips and drabs. I remember when you went to New York, you pulled over with a bag with beer in it. You were doing a couple bumps in the fucking car till about 4:30. Then you went to a fucking club like the Rooftop or something, and you stayed there till 7. They gave you sunglasses.
7?
Oh, fuck yeah, man. And then at 7, you went back to your neighborhood bar and finished it off there till about 9:30 till Jeopardy came on, one of those fucking morning game shows.
Oh my
or some
God.
Shit. Yeah, man. That's how you did it. That's how that's why you lived in New York. You didn't live in New York to go to the museum. Oh my God. I went to this bistro and they had gluten-free. And that's not what New York is about. That's what it became. And I appreciate it. I mean, if you look at videos from New York in the 70s, you will see the filthiest fucking city. When I was a kid, and I don't know it now. Now when I look at old videos in New York, I see how fucking
what's
filthy.
that video called? You showed me a bunch of times. It's the start of a music video.
Of a video. It's a Spanish video from Funny All Stars. They did a movie in New York in the early 70s, and you see the pictures in New York, and it was 3 feet of paper on the sides of the street where you take your car.
And it would always be like people were getting mugged and stuff, right? I feel so safe when I'm in New York.
So safe.
And so it's great. That's great. All these things are so much better than when
Fuck no!
Yes, it is!
Fuck no with these fight Gentile pussies walking around holding hands with moms and dads at 2 in the morning. Get the fuck out of here. New York, if you want to get mugged, you went to New York. People paid money to get mugged. People went to New York to actually see a fucking mugger. If they didn't want to get mugged, then they went to L.A. or they went to Florida or something. You know what I'm saying? There was something about New York that kept it a little dirty. I
was always kind of scared of New York, and now I'm not.
Let me tell you something that I seen about New York.
Yes.
Okay? I was on Opie and Anthony, and we were talking. Opie lives in $1 million fucking building, and so does Jim Norton. You know what they were saying? You know what they were saying?
What?
That as soon as the sun starts going down, the rats are fucking ginormous. The parks, you gotta take your kids out of the park by 5. That the rats come out everywhere.
That should make you happy that it's still gross.
No. You know how many fucking mice I saw?
He has very weird rules.
I didn't see
you know how
any
fucking
mice or
I saw so many
anything.
little mice running, like on the side streets, And I tell you,
God.
I love New York. I mean, I still love New York. I'm not saying nothing bad about it.
You get a South bread hot dog?
I got a South bread hot dog when I walked out of Opie and Anthony. I went to Opie and Anthony. I went on the Jewish holiday, so a car picked me up at 6:45 in Jersey. I made it over into the city at 7:15. He goes, "What do you want me to do?" It was raining. I go, "Drop me off." I had no umbrella, nothing. I walked around the city.
Fucking badass, no umbrella.
I ate
what the fuck, Joey?
I ate a fucking chocolate edible and a lollipop. I did Opie and Anthony.
Fucking let the rain
When I
come on
walked
your
out at
face.
11:15, I was stoned to the gills. I looked up the corner, and there was a little Sabret Iranian dude on the corner. He put them in water, took them out, and then grilled them. And then the bun was heated. I had 2 of them with onions. The cab came. It took me right to the ferry. I went on the ferry by myself. I was scared.
Hi, you went to the...
Stoned to the gills.
Oh.
It took 20 minutes to go across. And then...
That must have been the most terrifying 20 minutes of your life.
I was fucking scared. Last time I was on a boat over there was like the ocean line. It takes you around New York City. and they give you an ice cream cone with pretzels in it.
If I went on a ferry, you'd call me up. What the fuck, Cox? Like, they've been cars for 200 years. You're on a fucking ferry. You're going to fall off.
That ferry's quick. I've been taking that ferry for years. I just hadn't taken it, so when I got on, it was a little shocking. But the weirdest thing about the whole fucking weekend...
Do I actually need these things? I don't, right?
Nah, whatever you want to do. Right. The weirdest thing about the whole weekend was when I went to my mother's cemetery grave. I brought her flowers. Let me tell you something, man. I'm so fucking fed up with people. They steal everything in Jersey.
They steal from the cemetery?
They steal the things you put the flowers in.
That's so nice that you visit your mother's grave.
They steal the That's the first thing I do.
I will be cremated. I wouldn't want my kids to waste their time visiting me, but I think it's nice you're doing it.
I ripped the grass off. I fixed the rocks for her. I fucking smoked a joint. I blew smoke at the fucking rock. All right, I put flowers there. I went and got a fresh flowers. I put a candle in there. It was very nice. I had a nice time. That's the first thing I do when I go home. I pay my respects.
You go to the flower guy?
He's not there no more.
What?
I don't know. They moved him over. I think he died.
No.
I got to go to
His
Union
Persian
City.
wife must have took it.
Yeah, I got to go to Union City. Spend $35 for 5. I would go and give this guy like a piece of pot cookie. And he'd give me a bouquet of flowers on the arm for the last I've been going. And it was sad because when I walked into that cemetery, I go, I can't believe I've been coming to this fucking cemetery for 35 fucking years. I couldn't believe that. Like, I've been coming here for 35 years.
Longer than she's been alive.
Yeah.
Or longer than you were alive with her.
Yeah, longer than I was alive with her. And when I was a kid, I wouldn't even walk on that side of the street because of the cemetery. Once she died, it forced me to go in that fucking cemetery. When I was a kid, I had to walk past that cemetery every day. And I just wouldn't do it. I'd cross the street. Once she died, I had to go in there. But that was it. The rest of the trip, I got no fucking complaints.
How's George?
We fucked George up. First stop, I went to the second thing. Listen, when I get off the plane, first thing I do in Newark is I shoot to the hotel, I check in, and then from there on the Jersey side, I go right to Chan's Dragon Inn. Best Chinese in the tri-state area. I've been eating there since I was 14 years old.
Right, what do you get?
36 fucking years. Got pork, fried rice. I got 3 egg rolls.
It's not that exciting.
Listen, compared to the shit we get here, this is real
about?
Fucking exciting, okay?
Oh, don't get him started. He hates Chinese food here.
Look what I got.
Right.
Look what I got, you dirty savage. Look at those egg rolls. That's 36 years. That's the Dodger game Monday night. Hold on. Get your filthy paws. Let me show you what it's all about.
Those are huge. That's
right.
That's a billion calories. What are you doing?
You see those fucking spare ribs? You can't get those out of here. You see that? That's a real strawberry shortcake from a Jew fucking bakery, Speakerman's. You know how many years they've been there? 80 fucking years, okay? Look at that. Look at that.
It
Look
looks
at that.
pretty.
You know what that is? That's Cuban boliche with the chorizo in the middle, right there. That's the original. Right there was terrible. Wasn't that good? Okay. That's Rudy's. I've been walking to Rudy's since I was 15 fucking years old.
Joey, the mic.
Shut up the mic. That was fried calamari right there.
Yeah.
Look at these muscles. Look at these muscles.
I'm not into muscles. I like.
Look at the fucking mussels
okay.
with spicy red sauce on it.
All right.
35 fucking years. Look at the. I gotta listen to me, dog. I
that?
scammed them. That's my first class ticket on American Airlines. I scammed them because they canceled me because of the flight in Chicago. I had knee surgery, so I always fly direct. But the doctor said, you know what? Just to walk around, take a connecting flight. Against my best fucking thing, I took a connecting flight.
Oh my God!
I went through Chicago on the way here. It was okay. It was an hour delayed. That's fucking Chicago. That's 4 times in 1 year through Chicago. I'm never going through fucking Chicago again. This is Wednesday.
Then that mess happened.
Friday, some kid wants to kill himself in a fucking airplane, and he pours gasoline on the thing, lights it. It don't go up. Then he lights himself on fire. He don't go up fast enough. He takes the knife and he stabs himself in the fucking neck. And he lives.
And you know what? Do you know why he did it?
Why?
The article said it's because he got transferred to Maui and he didn't want to go from Chicago.
This is the fucking morons we live through today. Somebody should just shoot him at the hospital and make him a fucking favor. So now,
know there was like 900 flights delayed or canceled.
Were you delayed at all?
No, I was direct Virgin first class.
Oh, but see, you had to leave. Oh, you had to leave Sunday at 1 from Newark.
Yeah, that was fine.
I don't like flying in at 4 o'clock. Then
he's home. He's home sleeping by 1.
Fuck you. By 4 in the afternoon,
That's
I'm
perfect.
already. Fuck you. The 405 is trafficy. Listen to my fucking junk.
That's like the perfect plan.
Fuck you. Here's the perfect fucking plan, all right?
Let me hear it.
Let me show you the
First of all, what do you eat before you get on the plane?
Let me show you what if I would have flown out in Phillips, out of Newark, I would have flown. I would have eaten at Phillips.
And what would you got in there? Let me guess.
2 crab cakes, 2 eggs sunny side up, 2 pieces of wheat toast
sounds
with
good.
butter.
That
Are you
sounds
fucking
good.
kidding me?
That sounds
That's what
delicious.
fucking flavor.
I
Stop,
like a
stop.
crab cake
Nobody
better than-
knows what flavor throws
All right.
down. So, fucking virgin at 4. You got to land here on 405 with a bunch of morons. Even if you have a driver, you're stuck in fucking traffic.
No,
This
I
is
was
what
home by...
Yeah, and that's great. Let me tell you what flavor did, all right? Even with my connecting flight, I would have been home at 10 to 11 because I got a rule. I get home before the weed store opens. I want to spend the whole day with my family, not half the fucking day and not get caught by a delayed flight.
So you want to get home before the weed store
opens at 11 o'clock in the morning. My rule is 10 o'clock. So I got a call from American.
So you can then get the weed and then spend the day with the family.
I already got weed at the house.
What's the rule about the weed store?
Because you never know when you need it.
Because you never know when you need it.
Oh.
So I get Saturday, and I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm waiting for American Airlines to say they're going to cancel my flight, but I thought they cleaned it up, the mess up by Saturday.
Yeah.
Sure enough, Saturday I got a call at 10 o'clock. Mr. Diaz, we've canceled your flight. For you to fly out, you either got to fucking... Now, I already had upgraded to first class. They said for you to fly out, you're either going to have to fly out at 2 in the afternoon and get there at 8, which ain't going to work for Flavor, or Monday morning. That ain't going to wait for Flavor. Don't fly on Mondays. That's just the way I do it. I work Thursday through Saturday night. I don't work on the Lord's Day. And Monday, I don't fly. Flying for Mondays is for jagoffs. So, especially if you don't take the first flight, you're going to get delayed. So, I get the call, and she goes, what do you want to do? You got to fly to Dallas? I said, listen, what do you got that's early? She goes, well, we have a LaGuardia flight at 7 a.m. I go, listen, let me ask you this. I know you motherfuckers got a 5:45 out of Kennedy that goes straight into LAX that gets my Cuban ass into LAX at 8:30. And with a little God's help, without the wind, and the pilot didn't get his dick sucked last night, I get in about 10 after 8. I'm on the 405 by fucking 8:30 because there's no other idiots coming in. My luggage gets there first.
So do you not even sleep then on Saturday?
Sleeping is for pussies. That bitch said, I got it, and I upgrade you, Mr. Diaz. I called my wife. My wife says, that's the plane with the fucking plugs. Because that's the plane. See, the American Airlines biggest flight is from LAX to Kennedy. If you go to LAX and go premium exit to Kennedy, they do everything but lick your nuts. They give you a free soda, coffee, breakfast mug, and they ship you up. I didn't know that until I got upgraded about 2 years ago. That flight is $4,400 for first class, $25 for business class. They rape you on that flight. So that's why when
because everyone does it here.
Every fucking jerk off has to do it, but it was empty.
Really?
And that bitch, I was over at the magazine store, and that bitch said boarding first class. When I got up to the chick goes, we're boarding first class. I said, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, lady. She looked at me, looked at the pass. She goes, thank you. The fuck out of my face. It's the one where you get on, the seats are this way.
Full bed, like a pod.
Full bed. Full screen TV, remote, pops open, bam! Button for the waiter. A whole circuitry over here, computers, the whole fucking thing.
So nice.
I put my feet up like a doctor. Stoned to the gills I was at 6:01.
What
like
a surprise.
Doctor. And then I went to the bathroom. I see some black lady laying down. I said, I didn't know that. I took that little blanket. I put my sleep apnea mask on. I put that seat all the way back. That bitch woke me up when we were fucking descending.
You brought up the
so you
sleep
didn't get
apnea
any
mask?
so you didn't get any of the free food?
Who wants to eat that shit?
I love it.
No, I ate. Let me tell you how they serve your dog. They don't fuck around. Come on. I eat the food, then I take a nap, okay? Who do you think you're dealing with? I watched the shitty movie.
Which movie?
I have no idea. Whatever they were showing, I think
I watched a little blended.
I put my music on, and then they threw me with first class. Had the upgrade. Had opened up with a yogurt, a little granola, a little strawberry yogurt with some blueberries. Then they went to some fruit. Then I think I got like a cheese. Oh! I was with the Jews. Bagel and lox. Come on. With fucking onions.
You're eating airplane lox?
Not bad.
No, they're so good first class.
Good.
In my Virgin first class, I had
they weren't bad.
Like filet mignon.
Yeah, they don't
lunch.
fuck around.
It was really good.
Whoa.
Here's the good deal about flying all the time. You just get upgraded. Or you buy the first class ticket like a Momo.
No. I did some promotional video for Virgin Airlines, and they gave me some couple free. But that was my last free first class.
Well, you don't have to. It doesn't end there. Because you're red right now, see?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're silver.
We'll see.
So
Sometimes
what you
can, but it's hard.
No, it's fuck. They're the easiest. You buy the fucking cheapest flight. If you're red, they upgrade you automatically to the main cabin select, and 12 hours before you get your first class ticket. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with, dog? Stop it. I fly first class every week on upgrades around this fucking country of mine.
Good for you.
Don't fuck around with that shit. We've been flying for 20 years.
I have not been flying for 20 years. I've been flying probably for about 5.
Well, you got
So
fucked.
I do pretty well. I think I do pretty well. But sometimes sometimes it's a couple hours and I am doing coach when it's only like,
Southwest is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, but
you get off of Southwest, we need 82 chiropractors. I do it to Vegas all the time in Sacramento. I love all that shit.
But I mean, an hour is an hour. How about
an hour is an hour.
Yeah.
Southwest don't work for 2 and above. 2 and above,
yeah, no, it's
you're going to need 55 chiropractors. Forget Southwest.
Do you go to a chiropractor?
Do I look like I go to a chiropractor?
I don't know, but I self-crack, and I love it.
How do you self-crack?
Oh, my God. First of all, I feel kind of badly because I think I've started my kids doing it. Okay, let me see if I can get any cracks right now. Hold on.
Oh, my.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. That was just a little one. Hold on. I'm not getting any right now. They're my elbows.
You made your elbows crack.
I made my elbows crack. You could probably push on my back right now and get like a ton of cracks.
Do your neck.
I don't think I'm going to get that many because I just did it.
I could bend over and do all those type of cracks, but no.
Let's see it.
My son can pull my toes and crack them.
How many kids you got now?
3.
3 kids. What are the ages?
14, 11, and 8.
Jesus Christ. And the 14's from another marriage?
No, from a one-night stand of my husband's.
Okay, really?
Yes.
No.
But she was with us full time.
And the mom's still around?
Not really. It was weird. Like when she was about 11, her mom just was like, I can't take her anymore. So I think she should go to school with you. And then now she's so old and we can't get them to I want her to have a relationship with her mom. But every time we would force her to go, then she would come back angry and we were making such progress. And she's a really good girl. She gets a 3.9 and she goes to the Catholic all-girl high school I went to. And I finally just said, why are we pushing her to see this woman who essentially gave her up? And
she does not.
And we did the therapy thing. And then finally I was like, okay, you guys can call each other and text each other. It's going to be 15 in a month. And I just, and I just think that's it. There's nothing more I can do. She was awful to me when she was little, but I forgave her. And I still was telling my daughter, you should really... this is your mom. She gave birth to you. It's great that you love me.
Who was awful for you? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Your mother?
My stepdaughter's mother.
Okay.
Was really awful. And it's just such a weird karma thing that now she doesn't even want to talk to her mom. When I had to when she, she tried to keep me from her and everything. It was just, it's bizarre. But in the end, I always had this vision, I secreted that it would all work out. And it did. And I can't believe she's at the same school I went to. She's at the same Catholic school I went to. And she's great. She's good. But it was hard. It was hard. That's, her at 12 and 13 was pretty bad. Now she's 14 and she's pretty good.
It's fucking tough, divorces. And a friend of mine called me 2 days ago in Jersey and said, can I talk to you for a second? I'm thinking of breaking it off with my wife for 8 years. I got a 5-year-old kid. And I go, don't do it, man.
Don't get divorced.
I disagree.
Depending on
this is what I think. What were the reasons he? Because this is what people. When I said, listen, I've been with my husband 14 years, and there are times when I'm like, holy shit, I cannot stand this guy anymore. I'm gonna kill him. I would imagine him just stopped breathing. I'm like, that wouldn't be that bad. I mean, everyone's thought of it, okay, but the truth is, the fights don't last that long, and we are we like the same stuff, and we have the same interests, and we have fun together. And I think sometimes when people also fight but really don't like each other and really have nothing in common, and you've really grown apart, I don't think that you should stay together for a kid.
No.
Because it's life is short, but life's fucking long too. And we're going to live till we're 80 or 90 years old. So why not get out now at 40 and maybe you can still find someone that you like.
I listen.
If you don't think you can ever get back in the groove, that's why you shouldn't. That's why when people go too long a periods of having sex and stuff, it's such a mistake. Because then it's weird and awkward. Then you hate each other. Then you're really more susceptible to cheating and you can't let that shit go too long.
No, when I was young, I was married, and there was a child involved, and I wasn't happy around. If she was in a 50-yard radius, I wasn't
the
happy.
wife.
The wife.
Yeah.
And you know when I realized I didn't love her? On the fucking honeymoon.
That happens a lot.
I'm the fucking honeymoon.
Where were you?
We were headed to San Francisco on the plane. She said something. I was like, I don't believe this is a fucking mistake.
How old were you?
26 years old.
Yeah.
Out of prison. She's pregnant on a fucking plane. I get back to the hotel in San Francisco. She goes to bed. I go to some fucking crazy bar, pick up an 8-ball and stay out till fucking 6. I crawled in bed. She thought I was in bed all night. But at the honeymoon, I realized it wasn't going to work. And after that, it was just a disaster. Then
I've had friends tell me like they knew as they were like walking down the aisle, but then it's like too late, and then
too late. No, you think that maybe I'm just having a bad day,
or I'm having anxiety,
maybe I'm having anxiety, or something isn't right. There's nothing. I mean, I agree with you guys. As far as my friend's concerned, this guy likes a chick in his office. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So he wanted somebody to push him, just to let him know he's going to do it anyway. We're not getting along, but there's this girl. Boom. Once they tell you that, when somebody says I'm.
So has he fucked the girl in the office yet?
I didn't even go there because I don't want to hear the truth or whatever.
Because you know the wife.
Not because I know the wife, but you know what?
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm 51. I got a baby. I got 22 weeks of work ahead of me, and all this shit. I could give a Frenchman's fuck, to be honest with you. If you speak, you have to listen. I could give a Frenchman's fuck.
Well, I do give a fuck. I would like to know the story.
He's not going to tell me the truth because nobody ever tells you that, by the way. Especially a woman will never leave a guy unless there's a guy in her mind. If the guy from high school, Facebook, something.
Yes, totally.
Okay, once they tell you, well, I've been thinking, that means a guy got to it. She didn't fuck him. She didn't probably even talk to him. She just thought the guy poked me on Facebook. That's good when you're unhappy.
Yeah.
A poke when you're unhappy is all
flattering.
You fucking need. So
just a friend request.
It's just amazing. And there's some guys that are the same way. Some people are not just happy and they know it for a long time. Listen, man, the real person who isn't happy in a marriage isn't going to get out and look for a girl. He's going to go home and get his shit together for a fucking year and go, I don't want to be around somebody. I'll get a piece of ass if it's mandatory, but I don't want nobody in my fucking space. You know, I bump into women who goes, I haven't had a date in 3 years since that guy fucked me over, whatever. If you're really unhappy with somebody and it takes you off center, once you break up with that person, you're not going to jump in unless you're a fucking moron.
Right.
And then it's just going to keep, it's like the people who say, I've been married 4 times and you haven't shot yourself yet because you're a loser. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're going to keep getting married and taking that funk into other people's lives.
Yeah.
Because every time you get a divorce, you ruin that person's life for a year or 2 years, or they don't know what I always took it seriously. I was raised Catholic. So when I got married and I fucked up, I was never getting married again in the back of my mind. You got one shot at this. But there's these people that walk around, I've been married 5 times, I love her. Are you a fucking retard? Yeah. Are you a fucking retard or what? I don't get it, so... But no, I wouldn't.
It's just one time we were going to Vegas for the weekend, and I'm like, let's just pretend to my husband. I said, let's pretend that we've only gone out twice, but we haven't fucked. And you have a different wife. She's awful. You're separated for the first time. I'm divorced. We met at baseball. I'm like, let's just see. You have to romance me this weekend so that because I don't know if I'm going to sleep with you. I don't know. I do all of this. He's like, what? And so then we start getting ready. And he's like pushes my suitcase in a rude way, like it was in his way or something. I'm like, would you really do that? If this was our second date and we may or may not fuck this weekend, would you really just push my suitcase rudely like that? Like, sorry that it's in your way, asshole? No. Like I said, we're on this... he's not an actor, so he didn't continue with the whole improv. But I was down to do it all weekend. I would have done it all weekend.
No guy is ever going to improv that pain. That's fucking pain.
Why? It could be
fun. Making believe that we like you to get in your pants.
Yes.
That's fucking painful as death. That whole process of making believe we give a fuck what's coming out of your mouth. And
I know, really? But I want to experience that again.
Hold 1 second. I have to go to the bathroom. I want to hear more about your mother's lumbago. We don't give a fuck about your mother's ailments or your father's. I don't
care about anybody's ailments.
Or your father getting hit by a truck. We'll make believe to fuck you.
That's so what I want again. So I'm never going to have that again unless we pretend.
Give me a minute. My sensitivity. Get the fuck out. We don't give a fuck. It's amazing. It really is amazing that all these shows, they still haven't put plugs on people. and threw them in a date and tell them that they just want to do a test where they find out people's testosterone responses when they're around women. With all this shit that they've invented, I want to see what people are really thinking. I'm like, hi, Heather, how are you? And by the way, look at fucking Heather, and you're thinking, oh, Jesus, this fucking mutt. Yeah. And we're saying lies to each other the whole fucking time. And they don't know we're really doing this. I can't. That's the show to pitch. What's he really thinking? What's she really thinking? Oh, I can't wait to fuck this bitch in the mouth. But meanwhile, seriously. When you see, listen, there's no fucking guy that goes on a date that while she's eating like lobster and eating the steak and shit, he's not looking at you going, you better get a good meal because I'm going to fuck that lobster right out of you. That's what we think in our mind. I can't fuck shit out of nobody.
I was just always thinking, like, I can't believe I'm getting lobster. I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry, right? Yeah. And he's thinking, lobster, I'm going to fuck those calories right out of her pussy and shit. And then there's nice guys like this fucking dude. This guy is a very sweet guy that still hears birds and flowers. And she wanted to go. He's still one of those guys. This is the sweetest guy I know. I learned from him. I goof on, but this guy still buys the whole thing. Like, well, she wanted to go. Really? Okay. 2 weeks ago he went at 5 o'clock on a Friday to Santa Monica, the crepe class. Finally, he's never eaten another crepe again. He'll never eat another crepe or cook a crepe again. He gets talked every Friday. The week before that, he had to go to a Chinese restaurant in Santa Monica in the traffic on a Friday.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much I want to fuck you.
No.
I ain't driving you to Santa Monica on no fucking Friday. But he'd do it. And he'd do it after he fucks you. That's the thing that gets me worried about this fucking
There's nothing worse than when you agree to go on the date and then your husband gets crotchety because he doesn't really want to go. So early on, that started to happen. And I was like, you need to just be honest. You need to not accept that we're going to go. Because now we're driving to this thing and I'm all cute and now you're being a dick. So like that's always good. Like now, well in advance, if I feel like he's being a little dickish in the beginning, I'll be like, is it because you don't want to go tonight? Because if that's the case, I can always bring a friend. I'm fine. And then if he does want to go, then he'll stop being a dick. Does your husband
like sports?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Does he really like sports?
No, he's not crazy sports like us. No, he's not crazy sports.
Now, if you get 60%, you think that 60% of men in this country is sports crazy?
Yeah, at least.
Then why would some stupid woman try to get this motherfucker out of the house on a Saturday or a Sunday? Why would some stupid fucking ignorant woman... Because she said to him, do you want to do this at Saturday at 6? And he said, sure. Everybody knows Saturday's college football day. And you shouldn't have said yes. Especially from August to December. Nobody gets married. Nobody does nothing from August. So it's your fault. You could have said because that. Women should know better. No, like I would know better. I would know better than to ask my wife to do something on a day when they're like whatever she likes on TV. Like when I go to the farmer's market on Sundays and I look at all those men with their fucking wives with the hat on, showing their tattoo, and they're pushing the carriage, and the cunt wife has another woman with her going, he's such a good dad, because she can't find the fucking man in Hollywood, and he's looking like a hero. You really think that dumb fuck wants to push that fucking kid?
My husband...
Do you really fucking think on a Sunday at 10:30 some guy wants to be with two wenches from Studio City with a Sinatra hat on, saying amazing, and all those fake fucking words?
No, and you know what? I always looked at those men and I was like, how?
I feel bad for them.
Well, I didn't have that guy. That's why. I didn't have that guy. You know the other guy I didn't have? The guys that bring the babies to like the open music stuff.
No.
And like put them in picnic? Here yes. And my husband never did that.
I'll take the child so the women around you can say, oh, he's such a good dad. That's the guy.
Yeah,
I can't stand that guy.
No, we never did that. I can't stand that
guy. The guy that has to get the minivan to show everybody he's a good dad. I would never get one of those things to put in front and walk around like
we were also never the couple that took the kids to Hawaii.
Like
I was like, what the... I'm like, why are all these people bringing their toddlers to Hawaii? Like, the toddler doesn't know. Who cares? And then finally the kids got so old, I was like, Peter, we have to bring them on at least one vacation. And he was like, no, let's not. And then I was like, everybody in our school has that luau picture with their kids. I'm like, we've got to.
Did you bring them?
We finally brought them when the youngest was about 5.5. Then we go on. Then they started coming on trips.
My wife for 14 years. She's never been to New York.
Why don't you bring her?
For what?
Because you have to work so much because you're busy.
I don't want to bring nobody.
Peter's never come to New York with me, but we've done other trips that make sense. Sometimes that doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's too expensive to bring her, and you're going to be too busy. It's like you bring your spouse and your kid, like when you're doing one night somewhere. You know what I did? Oh my God, it was amazing. I did stand up in Atlantis. Only 2 nights in the theater, and we brought the kids, and it was the best.
And where's Atlantis? That little island?
It's in the Bahamas. You
The
take
Bahamas,
red
right.
eye from LA to Miami, little small flight to Nassau. It is so much better than Hawaii. It is so beautiful, so much fun. Everything is there.
I seen the thing. I'm thinking of taking Mercy there, but she's 18 months.
No.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't take her. You don't
nowhere.
You don't
I can't
take her
take
till
her
she's
yet.
48 inches.
And
But when she's 48 inches, take her.
and she gets car sick like a motherfucker. And I did too.
Oh my God, I had the puking. My older son was a puker till about 3.
I can't do anything. So she starts telling me, "Daddy, pull the fuck over. I gotta puke because it's a fucking nightmare." It's a fucking nightmare. And I feel
really
bad for her.
really try. I would try not
I can't
to
even take her to
feed
Malibu.
him.
I can't even take her to the beach. Twice. We went to the beach 3 times. The 1 week she got sick, and then the second week she got really sick. And I said, "That's it. Can't take her to fucking Disneyland."
Did you used to get car sick?
Like a motherfucker.
So did I, and then
Like
my
a
son got
motherfucker.
sick all the
So
time.
I know what she goes through.
I just remember one time I'd get sick every morning. My mom would drive us to swimming practice, but I was the baby and the other one swam. And then I'd get sick every day. And then one day I sat down to have breakfast. She goes, "You know what? I think I'm not going to feed you breakfast till after swim practice." And I thought, God, you finally figured that one out, you dumb bitch. Like, of course. So sometimes it's hard because babies have to eat all the time. But when with my son, if we were going on a longer trip, I would try to like hold back and feed, not feed him
she's
too much
young.
before.
She's too young.
Definitely not a bottle.
No, she's
The
too
bottle of
fucking
formula
young.
make you puke.
No, I don't even like that either. Like, we've taken her back to see her family, and it bothers the fuck out of me bringing the baby on.
Oh my God, we never took the kids on a
Bothers
plane
the
until they were like 5.
Fuck out of me.
It is so
You
much
have
work.
No idea, and you
But
know
if
how
that's where her
rude it
family
Yeah,
is,
I know.
then
I always knew I never wanted to be that guy with the baby and the fucking red eye. I never wanted to be that guy with a baby at a restaurant. I never wanted to be that guy with a baby at a movie. If you got to see a movie that fucking bad, then
That's
dump
so
the baby
stupid,
up at the fire department. That fucking idiot in Denver that took his kid to the midnight showing of Batman. That jerk off came in and shot everybody in the fucking movie theater. You have your little fucking baby there. Maybe you didn't want to see Batman. Did you ever ask him that? And that's how I treat my child. If I can't answer and get a fucking answer out of her, I won't take it.
Well, I
Does
always
she
say-
fucking approve? No, then she ain't fucking going.
My whole thing was like, don't put your kids in a situation where they're going to fail.
No.
They're going to fail at a nice restaurant. They're not going to sit through a 2-hour meal. And then the alternative is giving them an iPad the whole time. No. So it's like, no, now they're at an age where they can go. So now they can go. No one brings electronics. But I would not bring them in 3 and 4 so that they could be nightmares and people could give me a dirty look. What's the fun of that?
That's a fucking fun. No, thank you for
No, it's annoying
I knew you
as
were
shit.
a cool motherfucker.
But I
That's why
understand
love
some
it.
people don't have help and they don't have relatives.
I don't have
but
help
still
or
think-
relatives. I have a help 3 nights a week. She comes in 3 days from 9 to fucking 2. That's the help I got. 15 hours a week. And I love her. My daughter loves her. She's been there since day 1.
Yeah.
I got no complaint. That's all I got. We don't go out on dates.
Well, you really should.
We do shit together with the baby.
I
at
know,
night
but
with
you
her
guys
dinners.
should, one of those nights that the girl comes, you really should
We
just
don't
go out
have
the
her
two
at
of you.
night.
Why don't you ask her if
But
she's available?
She doesn't. She does something else.
You
She's
and-
57 years old.
Who's
She's
calling?
57 years old.
But you and your wife weren't really that kind of like your date night was like yoga at the YMCA. It wasn't.
Yeah,
like you guys have fun, just have like hanging out.
Yeah, as
Right.
long as you're doing stuff by your, as long as she's not complaining and you're doing fun stuff together, then that's great.
We always do fun stuff. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff for years, especially once we moved out of Hollywood. That was the biggest armpit of civilization. Once you get out of Hollywood, you live like a normal human fucking being. Once I moved up here, everything changed in our relationship. I even
that's
thought of
good.
quitting fucking comedy. I thought of quitting comedy. I don't want to go into Hollywood no more.
You thought you were going to, or you did?
I thought I wanted to, and I took a piss test at the Ford place, and I failed it for marijuana. And then
What do you mean you were going to sell cars?
Yeah, and the podcast world started, and I started doing a podcast, and here I am 5 years later. I was ready to get
Good.
I would do movies if they call me for a
Right.
movie, a TV show, but to go around the country carrying your luggage, to argue with people about what they're going to pay you and a plane ticket, and I just that's not what I want to do at the time.
But because I hear it a lot, because I've been talking with more comics and I've been working with some of them, and I hear that from some of them. Are you happy now that you got through it that you didn't do that?
Didn't do
Are
what?
you happy
That you
that-
didn't quit. That
I don't think I would have ever quit. I would have still done stand-up locally. I would have still done all that shit. It was just, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out every week. I don't think going out every week is what I ever wanted to do.
Right.
I don't ever want to do that. I enjoy doing stand-up.
What is your schedule?
I have to tame Justin down.
Yeah.
Like I've had to have little talks with him a couple of times.
But with Chelsea lately ending, I was like, okay, yeah, give me a lot of weekends. But then, it's so hard though because, like, for example, I'm like, absolutely not the weekend before Halloween. That is my Halloween carnival at St. Mel's, my school. And the kids are getting older. I only have so much time left. So no on that. And then, and absolutely no for Halloween. Okay,
Yeah,
Halloween's on a Friday. Well, this offer for a really great one-nighter college Saturday, the day after Halloween.
That's not bad.
So I said, all right. So I'm taking a red eye. Trick-or-treating. I'm trick-or-treating, and then I'm taking a red eye to Boston. And
what college in Boston?
It's then I have to drive 50 miles, but we figured that's a better way to do it than I'd rather do direct and get a car. No, it's Providence, the Catholic school in Providence.
Oh, okay.
Or Catholic is Providence University, I think it is, but it's a Catholic university. So, but it's like, what am I going to do? Every gig is like, okay, that's a half a year of school because I pay for all private Catholic school. And like, I'm always just thinking what if they stop asking? So I can't turn anything down. But at the same time, I'm not missing Halloween when my youngest kid is 8. Like, there's only so many more years left that I'm going to even hang out.
But I'm home for Halloween week.
Yeah.
I got 3 weeks in October. Then I'm home for Thanksgiving. Right. I boogie Saturday morning. I come back Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Right after Thanksgiving. I boogie Friday morning. I already got my ticket out of Burbank right to Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm right.
I usually do fly home early on Sundays.
Yeah.
But I like to have the full day. Yeah.
Listen, they want you to go out on. I have been around.
I hate it when they say come in on Wednesday.
I told him the other day that to tell people it's
I'm like,
his job.
It's too long of a time for me to be alone.
Too much. Thursday morning will cancel the week. I'm okay. Cancel the week. If we can't do Thursday morning, cancel the week. It's okay. I always do Thursday because Thursday does help the week sell.
Right.
It does help the week sell. It's a good week just to get my rust out.
But then then you do all the press Friday, but not the press Thursday.
No, and I told him, what am I going to do? To get on a plane for press one thing on Thursday? That's all it's down to. It's one thing. So
I know. That kills me. I went to Philly.
No. Call me. Philly was the worst. They put some kid to come in with a video. Some Jewish kid. Oh, he gets 1,000 hits on his YouTube. 130 a year later. Don't ask. I'm not taking the flight the night before. Don't ask.
I did it.
I'm going to Indianapolis for Bob and Tom in February. That's it. Because, listen, when I got here, that was the thing. I like the road. I enjoy the road. But here's the problem with the road, and especially in our situation. In this business, you have a theatrical agent, you have a commercial agent, you have an attorney, you have a manager, then you have a booking agent. Sometimes all those people work together except for your manager and your attorney. But other times, you have a theatrical agent and then you have a booking agent. Well, this booking agent's job is to book you, and the theatrical agent is to get you a job.
Right. So,
like this morning, I got a call 9-1. Somebody called me in this morning at 4 at Fox, and they said, "You're the guy, but the producers just want to see you today. You book this, we need you to the 15th." I called Justin and said, "I got to cancel a couple of gigs." He was disappointed. Follow me, because that's his job. But if I let Justin book me, he'll book me straight. Yeah. Here's the problem. I got a wife that I don't want to lose. I got a child I don't want to lose.
Wait, so did you get the job?
I won't know till tomorrow or Wednesday. The point being that everybody has jobs. So Justin's thing is the job. Now, let me tell you something. Last week, and this is my main man right here, he'll tell you. Mm-hmm. I went 8 weeks in a row.
That's a lot.
7 of those 8 weeks, I had to drive to LAX. Now, what I do is I get the fuck out of here at 4 in the morning, because that's what you have to do. Yeah. If you're not going to leave Wednesday night, you got to take American Airlines 601 to get you to Miami at 3 or New York at 2:30.
Right.
That's what you got to do. So I don't mind doing that, because when I get to the airport, there's nobody there. I got parking right in front of the elevator.
Right.
But what happens is, I know guys that work 52 weeks a year. But Heather, this is what they do. And this is what they're going to do till the clubs go, this is what you're making. Then they got to look around. I built a resume in this town, and so did you. Mm-hmm. I built an acting resume that was always very important to me.
Right. Because
one day when I'm 50-something, I don't want to do this. Right. Somebody's going to call me in to be a dad. One of these young comics is going to get a deal, and they're going to go, "I want Diaz to be my dad."
Right.
And even then, I'll go out and perform, but I never saw the wisdom of 52 weeks on the road.
Yeah.
I never saw it except not seeing it. I do things here.
Yeah.
I have a career here. Even the podcast is done on Monday and Wednesday nights or Monday and Wednesday mornings. I like it like that. If I have to break that thing for some road, this is the catalyst.
Yeah.
This is what brings people to the shows. This is what gets us talking. So this is the most important thing on my fucking menu. Second is the road. Third is theatrical. But in reality, I have a family.
Right.
I have a wife. I go to jiu-jitsu. I'm trying to lose weight. These are all things. I'm trying to write a book like you did. So these are all things that you have to do. And that 52 weeks are not going to work.
Yeah, but what's great is you said, I was, when I hung out with you and I was doing stand-up, and then I got married at 30, and I kind of didn't do it. Not because, I didn't want to, but first of all, I would have had to change my act. My whole act was about dating. And I had a really awful experience at Ha Ha's Comedy Club.
Down the corner.
Yeah. And what happened was, I invited some friends, as I always did, because every show was a fucking Bringers Club show, and I could bring them. Invited some friends, classy friends, ordered food, got a table. It was not a big crowd. I basically brought the crowd. And he kept pushing me and bumping me and bumping me. And finally I went to him, and I said, do you know when I'm going to go up? He's like, I don't know. And I said, well, do you know who I am? Meaning, do you know who I am? I'm Heather. I brought these people. We talked on the phone. Not, do you know who I am? I'm Reese Witherspoon, And he's like, don't you talk to me like that. And I said, fuck it. I was to tell my friends, I go, I'm not going on. I'm so sorry. Let's leave. And I said, I think I'm done with stand-up. And I did not do it again for 7 years because of the fucking Ha Ha Cafe. But I just was like, I didn't care. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't beg people to come and then have someone be, and know that I'm the funniest one, and I'm watching the other people go ahead of me that are killing the crowd, and I have Catholic guilt that these people got a sitter to come see me, and this asshole won't even let me up. I'm like, I can't take it. It's too much. I just want to do stand-up. And I never got to the place where I had regular spots and could do really well or even make any money. Always like, oh, here's 50 here and 100 there.
Now, we were with the same manager originally.
Jeff.
Now, he got you a deal. He
No,
got you a great deal. Were you booking stuff with him?
No, he got me that Lyricist Lounge show, and I had 2 development deals with him, and a couple guest spots and stuff. But then once I had the baby, I had my first son, and he was totally not into me. He lost interest. I was like, hey, I've lost the weight. Can we look into getting me a commercial agent? And so then I finally, I just said, hey, I think it's it happens sometimes. The manager, it's like a boyfriend. They just kind of lose interest, and you kind of need someone new to get excited about.
If you could sign with Jeff again, would you sign with Jeff again today? How much of a hustler he was for us?
No, but, I just don't think he's in that world
anymore. No. But I'm saying somebody
back then
like
it was
him,
the best choice. It was the best choice.
He was a bad little motherfucker, dog.
It was the best choice.
I signed with him. You know why I signed with him? Because I heard this story about Jimmy Schubert going out one night and getting fucked up and going to a producer's session and blowing the audition, and Jeff got him in again the next day. And that was Jeff. I miss Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff was good. No,
Jeff put me in such a level, I wasn't ready for Jeff.
Yeah.
When I was with Jeff, the thing that Mr. Getlin did, that
he was a hustler. He was a hustler.
I went out for fucking projects that I didn't have a chance in hell, but it brought my confidence up. It brought my game up. Because of Jeff, I learned to act.
Yeah.
Because of Jeff. Jeff used to, we were back here 15 years ago when you went on 3 theatrical auditions in a day.
Yeah.
I used to go to 3 commercial auditions a day. Yeah, but you made $100,000 here 20 years ago with commercials, because you booked 2 commercials, you made $100,000, guys. It was that fucking easy. Jeff got me into, oh my God, I remember Jeff got me into this shit I see now on TV 10 years later. I go, Jeff got me in for that, and it was horrible. When they all look at you and go, thank you for coming in. That was great. That type of shit where when you
did poorly is when they're obsessed with your parking validation. When they're like, okay, thanks so much, Joey. Do you have the is he validated? Make sure that he has, you park in front or outside. If you have the job, no one talks about your fucking parking validation. You walk out and you figure it out on your own.
Oh my God. I went to so many. And then the last year I was with Jeff, everything was, you're on hold, they're coming to see you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then I wouldn't get it. The movie with there was 6 of them. Travolta was doing a movie. I went in there. I read with him and Billy Gardell. They were interested. All of a sudden he goes and does a Scientology movie. Then I went for the black one with What's Blade? when he fought Ving Rhames, undisputed. They even came to see me at the Laugh Factory. They called Jeff. Fucking nothing. Then one movie I went to see, and she really liked me. She didn't book me, but she gave me Analyze That. That was before. That was like the last thing I got with Jeff. That was the last. And he told me, I don't even want to commission you because I'm in Vegas already, type shit. But if it wasn't for Jeff, I would have never learned how to audition because Jeff just didn't give a fuck. He used to say some wild shit.
You should send this link to him because this is nice.
Oh no, I still talk to him because every time I see him, I thank him.
He was really, really motivated. It was good.
He really helped me.
Well, I said I never really had someone care about me like that after him.
No, he really cared about it. We always had conversations.
Well, how do you find people like that? Because I'm sure there's people listening who want to be actors or comedians. What's the process like of getting a manager or an agent?
It's not like it was back then. It definitely isn't.
With Jeff, it was like I had a different manager. This woman who used to manage Margaret Cho, and she was and I could tell. I stayed with her about a year too long. She was, like I knew when I finally spoke up and was like, I just think you're not into it anymore. She was in some weird thing called The Form. Have you heard of The Form? It's like a poor man's Scientologist, and you take classes, and it's like an LA thing.
Oh, The Form? Yeah.
Okay, and all that kind of stuff. I was like, hey, maybe then she was a caterer. I'm like, maybe I should find someone else. And one time when I was with her, Jeff was an agent, I think at Abrams or something. And so I met him, and she goes, I don't like him. He seems like he wants to be a manager. Well, he did. So he left Abrams. And then I just remembered him, and somehow I called him, and I met with several people, and went back and forth, and I just knew that he was like the most hungry and the most into it, and I just needed that. So it was a really good choice.
I would get calls from him at 11:45. Like I was out, and I'd get calls from his office and go, Jeff, yeah, I just got you an audition. Jeff, it's 10:30. I just got off the phone with the producers. They're going to rewrite the role for you. I mean, Jeff was like that. Jeff did something that I never seen nobody else do. Jeff, one time he goes, Joey, what are you doing Tuesday night? He goes, I got you a showcase with the writers from, I don't know, it was a big show at the time.
Oh, remember we would do he'd put the whole showcases together with me, Jimmy, you.
CAA got me in that one time because
Sunda
Conquest.
Yeah.
The kid that does the game show that opens up for Doug Benson.
Theo Vaughn?
No.
Oh, wait, no.
He got him a game show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, wait, what was his name?
Grant Elwood.
Yes, Grant Elwood.
Elwood was on a game show for 5 years, bought a house in LA.
We were going to go on a date, and he canceled to go to some, K-Rock party, and I just said, just forget it. And he goes, what? Why can't we reschedule? I said, if you're going to go to the K-Rock, no, it wasn't Valentine's. It was some K-Rock fest day. I was like, oh, forget it. You're an idiot.
They used to call our things Batman's villains.
Yeah.
That's what they called Jeff Getlin's management company. His crew, Batman's villains.
It was random, but he had a good mix. No one was the same, that's for sure,
No, he was very smart. But the thing I noticed that he did to me that I saw one day was I had to do something, and I went to his office. You had to park in the mall, and run through the buildings,
right? Go through Ann Taylor,
It was Avenue of the Stars, 30-something Avenue of the Stars, and I went upstairs one day, and he goes, "I'm happy you're here. I was just going to call this guy," and he got on the phone. He was like, "Hello, was this just like this?" He goes, "Hello, was this Lee Syatt?" "No, this is his assistant." I tell him Jeff Getlin's on the phone. "May I ask what this pertaining to?" "His show." It was like a big show on ABC, like Dharma and Greg or something.
Yeah.
He goes, "How you doing, Lisa?" Jeff Getlin, whatever the name of his company was. He goes, "Listen, I was looking at your ratings on ABC. The last 2 years, you slipped from 70% of this, blah, blah." And he just started dropping numbers, guys. You've dropped to 22% in the male, from 32 to 28, and the male-oriented, and the women, blah, blah. And he just started, he goes, "Now, I got this one kid, Joey Diaz. He could be a garbage man. He could be whatever you want. I suggest your writers come up, watch him, and put him on your show. You're not going to be sorry, because he's a comedian, and he's going to fall into the 28 to 32 pattern." Guys, it was fucking brilliant. And the next day, they went to see me, and I blew the spot, and it was too dirty. But he fucking got them to see me, guys. He had me up for stuff. I'm telling you, he had me up for stuff I wasn't even in the realm for. I wasn't even on the radar for. He would talk them into stuff.
Do you think he misses that
it's
he
in
doesn't?
His blood.
But he doesn't do that now in Vegas. That he has a. Let's tell our listeners at home. He runs Tony and Tina's wedding. That's a show.
But he sold it, or something happened.
He sold the rights, but maybe he just collects a big check.
Right
I think.
now,
but
he
yeah,
does.
It's kind of genius.
He goes to different resorts and he provides entertainment.
Oh, okay.
So he'll go to the Bahamas and say, "What do you do on Tuesday nights? Why don't you use my karaoke guy? We'll fly him down here, give him a room, pay him $22, and give him a coconut. What do you do on Monday nights? Why don't you do stand-up comedy? I'll get you the best comedians." That's what he does. He provides a whole show for them where he'll come and say, "How about Circus du Soleil, the Michael Jackson edition?" That's what he does, Jeff.
Wow.
But Jeff was that type of manager. I remember one day he picked me up for lunch and he goes, "Do you mind if I pull over? I got to make a call." And he got into Judy Brown's ass. He hung up on her. He called her a bitch. It was fantastic. But he committed. See, today I went to an audition today. All right, when they called me, and I asked the guy, "What time did I have to go in?" He goes, "I'll call my agent and set it up." Mm-hmm. My agent knows. Listen, dude, do me a favor. Don't put me on an audition at fucking 3:30. Talk him out of it. Tell him something. What do you think he calls back with 4 o'clock?
Wait, what's wrong with 3:30 or 4?
You want to drive in that traffic? Would you send your mother out in that traffic?
Yeah, for an audition I would.
Fuck you.
Leave at 2 and get there.
Fuck that. From the Valley to Fox.
I say whatever.
So, listen, I just rather do it without the traffic.
All right.
That's just me. You want a strong Joe Diaz, get him in there at 11:15, watch him rock the house. But at 4, I'm thinking about the traffic going back. I can't focus. Okay? It's like if I said to you, Heather, you're going to shoot a Justin Timberlake movie, and you're going to shoot this thing. And all of a sudden Chelsea calls you and says, "You got to tape at 6. Even though you're shooting at 8 in the morning, you're thinking about Chelsea. You don't want to be late. I don't like shooting with a gun to my head."
When we did Chelsea, we couldn't do stuff.
I understand, but you understand once you do that, I don't like. It's like if you have to do something at 4 and you got to be here at 6. Now you're not going to give me what you got because you're thinking about the clock. It's an hour drive to Joe Diaz's at 6. That I don't like doing shit with a gun to my head. Like people call me for Monday night spots.
But so what if they say that's the only time the producers are meeting?
Then I'll go see it. But
okay.
That's my point. But when I got there today, people going at 1 o'clock. That's my fucking point.
Oh.
So I should have gone at 1. You understand? And
Yeah.
me knowing, if he would have called me, the agent straight, and said 4 o'clock, I would have gone at 1. Me knowing, how it worked. 1:30.
Normally they go, the session is from like 12 to 1:30.
Right.
You get there. And then when you get there, yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go at 4. I still made it home by 5:30. I'm not complaining.
Okay, but this could be a big thing, right?
Sure. But I'm not.
So hopefully.
Listen, how many big things you run into in the last 20 years? A lot.
Who knows?
No pun intended.
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem over there, cocksucker? Everything all right?
My problem is that donut you gave me, but since it is Monday.
All right, let's do a little Tony Bennett here for the masses. Heather looking beautiful today. Heather McDonald.
Thank you.
Little Tony Bennett for you, the soothing shit.
Oh, okay.
I wanna be around.
Is this the end of the show now?
No,
It's in the middle.
God, wait, it's already 9:05. I'm gonna have to go.
Somebody
No,
breaks.
I'm doing a very important show
Put your
tomorrow.
fucking
I'm
heel
doing
down.
Comics Unleashed tomorrow.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do nothing for you.
I know.
Somebody twice as small.
You sell more tickets from this fucking show than that Comics Unleashed.
I know, but I said
You know how many
yes.
people watch Comics Unleashed? 4. And that includes the producer and the fucking AD.
My God.
Fuck out of here, Comics Unleashed.
Who
Coming to the stage.
will swear to be
I
He's been
know.
seen on Comics Unleashed. Really? Get
No,
the
I'm not gonna
fuck
put
out of
that
here.
in there.
You're on the fucking Church of what's happening
Doesn't matter.
Comics
I
Unleashed at
gotta
NBC.
be in Century City
At
at
1.
9 a.m. tomorrow
Please,
from
you'll be
Woodland
fine.
Hills.
You'll be fine.
Not Century
You're
City,
fucking
Culver
sad.
City,
You
even
fucked up.
worse.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You should have told him I'm Heather Mac. I gotta do shit in the morning. It's a show about sports, and then they want you to say
What show is about
So
sports?
Heather, tell us how you hate traffic.
Yes, I know.
Oh my God, I hate traffic because get the fuck out of here.
I know what
I'm
it
a
is.
fucking comic, bitch. I segue what the fuck I want. What the fuck you want? How many times have you fucking made somebody laugh? Fucking whatever his fucking name is,
Byron.
Alfalfa, whatever his fucking name is, Buckwheat. The fuck out of my face.
All right. Well,
Fucking
that's what
people.
I'm doing tomorrow morning.
Anyway.
So I
I love you, Heather. I haven't seen you. I'm excited. What the fuck? I want to give you a hug. The flying Jews here. What's going on with you, cocksucker? How you
Nothing.
feeling?
Feel
You look
great.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Heather, he was 60 pounds heavier a month ago. He
That's
lost
great.
on the treadmill.
3
He's going to
months,
drop
4
another 100. He's not stopping until he looks like a HIV patient. You know what I'm saying? He's going to look
What
like...
about you? What's your deal?
You know me, dog. I lost 100 pounds. I got to drop another 100.
Yeah.
I just had knee surgery, though. So.
What about Celebrity Biggest Loser? Would you do it?
Fuck no. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a stand-up comic.
So
I'm not a
what? I'm
celebrity.
just saying. It comes down. They ask
No,
you.
no,
You're gonna
no.
get.
No.
You're gonna get $100,000 no matter what, just to be on it.
No, not to fucking walk
50
around.
towards your favorite charity,
No.
and you could lose weight in the end.
No, I don't want to do
And
it.
it's just 3 weeks of filming.
I'm not interested at all. I
Well,
could do it
you're
on my own
crazy.
Safely. First, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a stand-up comic, fucking podcast / actor. I don't know nothing about being
Doesn't
a
matter.
celebrity.
Do you know whenever they use celebrities on those smaller shows,
I don't want to do
nobody
nothing.
is
I don't
really a
want to do
celebrity.
nothing. I'm very happy driving 2 blocks right here and hanging out with him and doing
I
this.
would like to judge the Miss Universe contest. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to secret it.
I would love for you to judge. I would
I
love
want
for you to
judge that.
participate
I'd also
in
like
that.
to judge a food show.
I would love for
like
you to
to eat
be
some
in
food.
the fucking Miss
Guess what I'm
America.
doing Wednesday night? Judging a mixology event.
Does it pay?
That's fun.
Does it pay?
No, but it's for charity, and I get to drink 9 different
What kind of charity
cocktails.
is it? You do a lot of
Covenant
charity?
House.
That's a good one.
It
right
is a
there.
good one. I
You
remember
do a-
we used to do stuff in high school for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around forever.
Now, you're born and raised California.
Yeah, in Woodland Hills.
And you have a sister. Your sister was the top DUI attorney 20 years ago.
She
or something?
is still a good DUI attorney, but she lives out in Palm Desert.
Now, she used to represent
She
the
and her
Stars
husband.
years ago, correct? She had a couple fucking stars and shit.
She didn't. I can't remember the comic, but one
Yeah,
time
somebody.
the comic was driving me home. I can't remember his name.
Talking to the
She would
mic.
I'm sorry. She would remember who the comic is. And he was driving me home, and he got pulled over, and he was like crying. And so I called my sister, and she did all this stuff for him. God, his last name was Gold. Something Gold. What?
Isn't that the whole point of lawyer-client privilege or confidentiality? Or
There's a
you should
fuck-
know all about
Kara's
this.
15 years ago. I don't know. 20 years ago. So, no, she's a very good attorney.
Because
Shannon,
she told me
Shannon
not
Goldstein.
to take the...
Don't ever take the breathalyzer.
Don't ever take the breathalyzer.
If you know you're buzzed, just say, "It's fine. Take me in."
Take the fucking license, rip it up.
Take me in, and do a blood test because she can fight a blood test a lot easier than she can a breathalyzer.
And it gives you time until you're tested.
a little bit. Yeah, it's just it's an easier one to, defend because it's not a perfect science. Like the breathalyzer is pretty good.
Then you had another sister that was a stage mom at the time.
Yes.
And all 3 is a fucking all 10s.
All 3 kids
Like your
today
fucking father's
are
a
all
savage.
No, all 3 kids today are gorgeous. I'll show you a
All
picture.
3 women?
No, the adults. One is a boy, and he's
Your
27.
children.
Oh, my children?
No, your sisters. What are you
My
talking?
sister's children
I'm
are hot.
Forget
My
your sister. I don't want to see your sister's kids. I'm talking about you, your sister, and your other sister. All 3 is a
Oh.
fucking 10s. And also the next thing I know, I'm watching, looking at the Brady Bunch.
Okay, sorry. Yes, we are all attractive, and our kids are all attractive.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Fucking savage. Look at that wrist. I'll bite that motherfucker until nothing's left. You know what I'm saying? You got a cute wrist.
Thank you. But I can get you on Celebrity Biggest Loser.
I can't because I got felonies, and that's what they ask you on that fucking sheet of paper. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? It was over fucking 10 years ago. You know, I haven't been a felon in
Has
20.
that happened with commercials too?
No. But I've
'Cause
done
I
the
just did
paper.
like a Macy's commercial, and they
Did a
said
background
they asked
check.
if I had any felonies.
No,
Well, they're
that-
firing people all the time. Who just got fired from Geico? For the Adam Sandler's buddy from the Gigolo. Rob Schneider just got fired.
Why?
For like one of his views on something. His views on something. I don't even know what the news was.
Yeah, when
but-
it's a big product, they do really, which is something to consider. Like as fun as it is to write fun stuff on Twitter, and I have to admit I am a little bit more careful
Well,
because
do you
I'm
let
like,
your
God,
kids
I would
do it?
hate to miss out. Do I what?
Do you let your kids do it? Because I can't imagine
Let my kids do what?
being on YouTube or Facebook writing stuff. Like all this
My
stuff.
daughter she is on Instagram, but she doesn't like write anything. Like she just sort of follows people. But yeah, one time I found her stuff like 2 years ago, and she was like one of those people that would like, almost like a Bieber fan, like somebody that would like write other people that hated on someone she liked. And I was like, I said, listen, girl, like you're super lame right now. Like you
But
can't
it's
do
forever. It's not even just lame. Like,
Well,
what if you say
that's
something
why-
stupid, like a joke to a celebrity about a comedian about the Holocaust or something, and then 20 years later you can't get a job because they Google you
Well,
and
that's
the word
true.
Holocaust comes
well,
up.
but as a celebrity too, like you know, and writing your jokes and stuff, sometimes you know, it's like making fun of some new like a dumb show on TV, like the show's so lame. The next day you might go in and get an audition for it, and it's like So you know, there's some things where it's like, okay, I thought of a really good joke, but is it worth it to hopefully get 42 retweets? No, it's probably not. Like, I really do try to think, you know, is it too edgy or could it hurt me in some other job thing? And some people might be like, you're a pussy or you're a sellout. I don't care. Like, I would be so bummed if I said something mean and then missed out on something huge. Yeah.
I've heard that some people check Twitter. They check a lot of social media.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTube and stuff like that. You know, with me, the proof is in the fucking pudding. It's already out there. I can't retract it. I know when you do a job now, they give you a whole sheet of paper on social media. Mm-hmm. And some TV shows want you to fuck around, and some are like, don't even mention it. I don't do anything. I don't mention it. Nobody needs to know I'm on the set of anything.
I'm surprised teams allow athletes. Athletes are always getting in trouble. I'm surprised they allow them to be on it.
Well, now, no. But I'm talking about when you do a job now. When I did the Nickelodeon show, Super Ninjas, they did a background check because a guy from Nickelodeon got caught in that sexual sting years ago with kids. Right. I had felonies. They still gave me the job. I shot 3 fucking episodes. I've shot Disney XD. I've shot everything.
Well, your thing had nothing to do with kids or
right,
sex.
No, as long as you don't have to do with kids. That's it. It could be drugs or something 20 fucking years ago. You want to judge me on that? Go ahead. I don't want to fucking be around you anyway. That's the way I look at it, to be honest with you. You know, everybody talks about second chances in this. We're very selective who we give second chances to. You know, for some people, this guy gets it, but this guy don't. I was just thinking about it the other day. OJ's off the fucking hook.
He is?
He must be at home going 20 years.
He got out of jail?
No. Ray Rice is the new poster boy.
Oh, okay.
So he ain't a poster boy. He's at home going, it took me 20 fucking years to get out the domestic violence fucking poster. I'm off it finally. That's the truth. Took him 20 fucking years. 94, he killed that poor girl. So we forgive where we want to forgive. You know, we have selective memories. Mike Tyson raped fucking a bitch and go to the airport. Women are kissing him. Women are kissing him, waving, hugging him. You know, I don't have nothing against Mike Tyson. You know, it could have been a setup, whatever the fuck it was. We forgive.
Like, here's the thing. Like, you know, what about Woody Allen? Like, a lot of people have big problems with
Woody
Allen.
Because God forbid you're getting a Woody Allen movie.
Would you do a Woody Allen movie?
Would you?
Yes.
Okay, so would I guess. I don't know. But
I think it's interesting when people say, oh, you know.
We all forgive.
And then I'm like, well, maybe people at a certain level have the luxury of saying, I'll never work with this person again because of this or whatever. And other people don't. Like, you know.
I wake up in the morning. I have a thought in my heart. I put it on fucking Twitter regardless. It's nothing hurtful. No. I just write some crazy shit. I write some crazy shit on Facebook. You know, it's who I am. The worst thing is when a guy like me goes on stage, does 5 minutes and looks at people and they're getting up. You know, because they got offended. Now I don't have that problem. You come to the show, you hear this, you come to the fucking show, you know what you're going to hear. So I'd rather that happen. But as far as tweeting and all that stuff, yeah, they're looking at it before they give you a job. Abso-fucking-lutely.
And it's kind of crazy. It's not for us yet, but like we just had Rogan on the show, the last show. Mm-hmm. Every episode of any podcast he has, there's an article where they just transcribe it, what he said. Like I can't imagine having to worry about what I'm saying on here. Granted, no one cares, but if like you had to worry about something you were gonna say, it's like it's.
I don't worry.
But he doesn't worry though. I mean, and Joe Rogan doesn't worry, right?
Right.
He doesn't.
But it's great. That's great that someone's writing that. That's gonna make people want, you know. And he's at a level where it won't, you know, it's not going to matter.
Well, like, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't care. Nobody wants to go to him. He doesn't want to. When he got that sleeve, it's so he never had to work again. When he got those sleeves done, that's why Fox makes him use the long sleeve shirts. When he got that sleeve, so his manager would never call him again with that. His manager would work him to the end of fucking time if he let him. Work him to the end of time.
So now is he happy or not?
Yeah, he's at the UFC. He does 2 weekends a month. They take him to Australia. They take him to London, whatever the fuck he wants to do. He books a comedy show on Friday. He does the UFC. He's got 2 shows in syndication. I don't really think he needs for much.
He doesn't, he's not dying to do a hot new sitcom.
But he was never, but the thing about him was, one thing I learned about him was that he was never, I don't know how to describe it. He never walked around with his nose wide open. Yeah. And that's something I learned from him, that, you know.
With your nose wide open? I've never heard that expression.
Like desperate, like a fucking desperado. Okay. Like, you know, I can't do this, I can't do. You do what you do. And every day somebody's apologizing. You know, we're comedians. If you take what a comic takes seriously, then you should be shot in the fucking head.
Right.
You know, but if you listen to a politician, you guys listen to a politician saying, hey, it doesn't really matter. I mean, everybody works this business differently.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember doing a podcast with somebody one time, and I quit, and they called me up, and they go, hey, I can't believe you wrote that. I go, the podcast went from number 90 to number 11. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's not what you say, it's how you say it sometimes. I'm not going to say something hurtful about somebody. You know, they had a bad experience at a restaurant. I'm not going to Yelp it or fucking go to Twitter or something.
Right.
So my thing is what I feel. And
right.
The reason why I say those things, Heather, is so everybody else goes away. I don't want no Christians fucking around me. I don't want no people that don't belong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own audience. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every ass has a seat. That's what makes this world so special. I don't want you lurking around if you're going to get offended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you dated a guy and you went for his cock and he got offended, would you call him back, Heather? You follow what I'm saying to you? And I've heard stories. I remember a girl in high school once. I was talking to one. After high school, I bumped into her. I go, "You've been," and she was crazy, beautiful.
Yeah.
And I go, "You've been dating lately?" And she goes, "Coco, I went on a date with this guy 3 times. I dated him, never even asked me to fuck him. Finally, the 3rd date, I had to attack him." She goes, "He had a little dick. I couldn't even say." I mean, she was telling me all this, and
so
I'm thinking
sad.
how she was telling me this. It sounded. That's the first
I
time
love
I
East
heard.
Coast people.
That's the first time I heard a woman talk like 3 guys would talk. So, and how she got turned off because she had to attack the guy. You know, so I was just...
But so then did she have sex with the little penis?
I think she fucked him, but she said she went to suck his dick and she bounced right back up. She was so embarrassed for him. She just fucked him
so
and went
sad.
home or something. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Things are bad all over. ISIS is cutting people's heads off in Ohio.
Oh, I reported an ISIS incident.
What happened?
I'm walking down in my neighborhood, and we like live in this area where you can go down the street, and then like my son likes to play on this little like dirt thing. So it's like a very nice, residential neighborhood. So I walk by, and there's a place you could park there, and if you want to go on the hike. And there's like this big black SUV, and this Middle Eastern woman talking to this Middle Eastern guy. Well, now we live in the valley. There's tons of Persians, so that doesn't like alert anything. But she's smoking a cigarette, and it's like freaking the driest brush. So I just felt I almost was like, really, do you mind not smoking a cigarette like in the freaking drought here? And just then the guy goes to her, "You don't understand. ISIS is liberating." That's the sentence I heard last week. So I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is he talking about? So I walk by, and then this cute guy comes out of his house, this English guy with his little 4-year-old, and I go, I just heard this guy, first of all, this girl's smoking near the brush, and he just said, ISIS is liberating. And he's like, are you kidding me? And I go, well, don't you think we should call? He goes, I just moved here 2 days ago from Studio City. Kids were smoking pot in that same area last night, and now there's fucking terrorists. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, this is normally like a really nice neighborhood. So I get with my daughter and my son, and I get my daughter's phone, because I didn't have mine, and I call 911. First of all, I think there should be a way that you can text 911, because I was like whispering, and she couldn't hear me. And I really need to just go, this is the information. So I said, hey, I'm over in the street, and it's, 2 Middle Eastern people are talking about saying ISIS is liberating. She goes, well, there's a lot of people talking about ISIS. And I said, I thought that is what you have been begging people to do, is to alert. I am not saying he needs to be arrested and go to Guantanamo Bay today. I'm saying you might want to send a car over here and question him. Don't you think? So then she's like, hold on. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm like further away because I don't want the terrorists to hear me calling on them. So then the English guys, I'm like, he's like, no, I think it's good that you're calling him. Okay. Okay, 911. All right, what does the car look like? Da-da-da. I'm like, it's still there, but they're probably going to leave soon. They're going to go down towards the boulevard. So just, maybe stop them. What's your name? And I'm like, or do you not want to give it? I'm like, no, maybe I don't want to give it. You don't seem very supportive. You don't seem very excited that I called you. People would have called more. Maybe more shit wouldn't have happened. So then they got in the car and they left. And so I don't know if they ever found them or talked to them.
Now the people know it's you. They probably followed
They
you
don't
there.
know unless they're listening to this podcast.
They're outside. They know you're a Crime Stopper. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Crime Stopper. That's right. So then I told my friends, I had like a thread of all my writer friends, and I told them, and this guy sent back all the emoticons of like like the guys with like turbans and like the American flags. And they're like, "Good for you, Heather."
Heather, you're a fucking trip. You know that. You know I love you, right?
Am I an American hero for calling 911?
You're the last of the real deal, Holyfield.
Thank you.
Who's got your children tonight?
My husband.
He don't mind. He's bathing them and feeding them and all that shit.
Well, they're not. They can kind of bathe themselves now.
How
They're a
old
little
are
old. They're at
11.
12. I mean, hope he's not bathing the 14-year-old daughter. 14, 11, and 8.
And 11 is a boy.
Yes,
He's very sports oriented.
he's actually really good at baseball, and he
I heard
plays
you say
golf.
baseball. Okay.
So he's like, my husband has created a best friend, a clone in himself.
Okay. And what's the 5-year-old doing?
The 8-year-old
8-year-old.
is a little more difficult.
What's his deal?
He probably has a touch of the ADHD, and but he's really smart. But we were just going over math. He was getting really frustrated. I'm like, I think you need to go to Kuman. I think something's happening.
What's Kuman?
It's like where Japanese kids learn. I don't know. They teach you a different way to learn math. My 2 older kids are. My husband was a math major in college. They're really good at math, like so easy. And this one, I think, got my math gene. Because even I was like having a little bit of trouble with the 3rd grade work, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know. But he's like fun and outgoing. He does karate because he couldn't handle competitive sports. He was such a sore loser.
The 8-year-old does karate.
Yes, because he was like the worst sore loser you could ever imagine.
Where's he go to karate?
This place near our house in Woodland Hills. The guy is amazing. I sometimes tweet what the guy says. It's so inspirational as I'm sitting there.
What's he say?
Like something just just like things like
Get-
luck is where opportunity meets preparation. Like that's not it, but stuff like that, like stuff where you go,
Is he
wow.
Chinese?
No, he's actually from Guatemala.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. So you got a Guatemalan karate guy.
That's
doing
amazing.
grasshopper lines.
Yes, he's amazing, and it's really just all about like inspiration and being and
your
growing.
son's a green belt?
Purple.
Purple. And he does the forms?
Yeah, he's good at
Does
it.
he throw sidekicks for Jesus?
Yeah, he's pretty good. You know.
I like it. Thank you for taking him to karate. Nobody bullies that motherfucker.
No.
He gets frustrated. He's a bad dude.
He's
got the Catholic going through him.
He's just a little more difficult. Every child's different, you know.
I finally got my heaven on earth. You know why?
You have your little girl?
And she's Irish. I've always dated Irish women. They're the best women God put on the planet. From the fucking 8th grade on, I was in love with those freckles on their titties. You know what I'm saying? Drives me fucking bananas. A nice little nipple with a
You're a
fucking
liar, by
freckle
the way.
on it.
This
What?
donut is very strong.
That's right. What do you think?
Every day he calls me. Tonight we're going deep. I got a new cookie. I swear it's a new chef. 10 milligrams. Later I'm gonna find out I had 7,700 milligrams.
20 milligrams.
Oh,
Nothing.
so not
Let me
true.
give some shout outs, Heather. I'll get you out of here.
Okay.
And we'll talk
Go.
a little and then we'll get them out of here. I'm going to give a shout out to some people. Ross 9501. I love you, cocksucker. Danny Lyon, the complete Pilates for men. I love you, Danny Lyon. Always trying to help me out. Renee and Carcion came out to the shows in New York. That bad motherfucker. Alvarado Ramirez, I love you. MJ Rivera, keep it up. Nesta Vasquez. Hunan Kazam, I don't know if this is a real name, whatever. Leon, all right, you're over there in German. Fucking holding it down, cocksucker. I love you to death, too.
Oh
Now those are just like what? Like super fans that you say that you'll do it or what?
No, these are guys that, I know. They tweet, they Facebook.
Oh, that's nice.
Some guy sends me an email. Some mom hit me up, called the daughter. The daughter's beautiful. She's like 13. She wants me to call up and call her a cocksucker and shit because she's sick. So,
What? Wait.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
The 11 and the 13-year-old
She's like
sick?
A little 13-year-old girl.
With cancer, and your mom says call her up and call her a cocksucker?
Something crazy, real cute girl.
Girls go crazy when he talks to them. Like we've been at Denny's, and this poor waitress who's probably worked for 27 years at Denny's. It's the end of a 14-hour shift, and he's calling her a savage. He's saying, you're sexy, you're going to go get some dick. And there's like 4 comics getting milkshakes at like 1 in the morning. And he's torturing this poor lady.
You got to compliment these women. Nobody compliments. But, bro, let me tell you something.
I do have to say, it's always very flattering to be talked to by Joey Diaz.
Guys, listen, man. My mom used to let me get away with murder. But one thing she didn't let me get away with was the treatment of women. She didn't like it. She fucking didn't like it. Like if one day she saw women giving us cupcakes. and we all took the cupcakes off the dish. My fucking mom ran out there and grabbed me by the fucking ear and almost twisted it off. And she goes, you turn around, you bite that cupcake, and I don't care if it tastes like dick. You tell that woman to fucking, it's the best cupcake you ever tasted. You know why? Because she was probably having a bad day and she wanted to brighten your day. Now you're going to brighten her fucking
Wait,
day.
was it not a good cupcake, or was it?
No, something about it. We all threw the cupcakes away.
Oh,
my
that's
mother
awful.
My mother jumped the fence and almost beat me.
Oh
right
my
in
god!
the street.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I would have been making. Well, I when we go to anything now, I do, like we're going to someone's party, or even like we go to these amazing things that, you know, the kids have to realize, like, you have to behave, you have to be delightful, like you're my kid. So like, you know, this is what I say to my 11. Like, we get in the car and I go, hey, here's the thing: if you don't like the way something tastes, you get a napkin and you throw it away. You don't hand it to me while I'm talking to somebody. Like, I'd be like talking to someone, like, Mom, bleh, like, just, I'm like,
tastes like ass.
yeah, like, this is gross. And like, one time my son was so rude at this one charity thing for AIDS kids with AIDS, and my little brat didn't like.
With AIDS?
It was kids. It was the charity was to help kids with AIDS, and it was like a fair. So we brought the kids, and he walks right. The lady's like, "Oh, do you want a pink hot dog?" I'm like, "Sure." And for some reason, he didn't like the way the hot dog tastes. He's such a pricky little prick. And he was like, "This hot dog's disgusting." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you know, this kid's dying of AIDS here, and you're like complaining about the hot dog. Like, such a little shit." I'm like, "You're never coming again." Just taking the younger one, like, I'm leaving you at home. And so now they get it. I'm like, "You are never allowed to say the words, 'I'm bored,' or 'this is annoying,' or 'this tastes gross,' ever when we're at a party or someone's house." Because that is just horrifying. I'm glad your mom took your ear and twisted it.
My mom used to look at me when I was like 6 and go, "What do you think about that lady?" And I'd be a kid. I don't know. No. Look at it. What do you find nice about her? And I'd say her hair or something, and she'd go over there and tell her. I go, "No, I'll give you $10. Go over there and tell her how pretty her fucking hair looks." And as a young kid, I'd go over and see what it did to them. It's just something simple. And my mom would say, "Don't pick something that somebody else is looking at. That's gonna pick something that completely nobody's gonna compliment them on, and they're gonna fucking die." My mom would always ask me questions.
You know who did that too?
Did she know that she was creating such a little charmer? And
No, I think that she just wanted me to have that. Like, when I was young, she'd say,
that's sweet. That's really cute.
"What would you do to her?" Like, it's just fucking crazy shit. My mom was and once she found, she goes, "You like dark chicks, don't you?" And then when I got older, she goes, "You like those white chicks, don't you? I could see already. You fucking love them. So did your fucking father."
You know who does that too? Sam Tripoli does that. Like, when I saw him this weekend, every girl, "Hi, beautiful, how you doing?" And
you
it's
have
just
to talk to,
yeah.
Listen, man, I don't know. There's something about, I could tell when a woman has worked really hard to
Yeah.
look really nice. And just that. Nothing sexual, like just something. You know, like Chelsea Handler wears fucking great shoes. Mm-hmm. Like that bitch, when she would interview a motherfucker.
Yeah, totally.
You want to jump through the TV and bite her fucking ankle.
She's got great shoes and great legs.
Fucking does wear great fucking shoes that you're like, "God damn, you dirty bitch." I'll chase you around the house with a whip like Belushi in that scene with, at the end, the rawhide when he's whipping the chick smoking the cigarette. He whips the cigarette.
For everyone who didn't understand that's Blues Brothers.
Blues, whatever the fuck. I'm confused. I'm looking. Heather got me all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What's next for Heather McDonald? Tell me what's cracking.
Okay, so Eddie.
You want Chelsea for 7 years? Correct?
Yes.
From the beginning, no fucking around.
From the day
you
one.
weren't no Johnny Come Lately that
No.
came later. Chelsea
I
was
was
so
there
funny.
6 weeks
You were there
pre-production. Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What?
So it's great. I'm glad. I really am enjoying, like, every week. I like being able to do different things. I mean, it's great. I love my friends, but I don't miss doing the show at all. I'm just happy. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do different things, and so I was kind of glad that the decision was sort of made for me.
What's your ideal utopia? What would you like to do right now? You said something about a food show, or?
No, I want to just eat the food that, like, I just want it to be like a one-off. I'd like to be like a celebrity chef taster, just for one time. No, for my ideal thing, I would love, I'd love to be a mom in a sitcom, preferably a show based on myself. That would, like a traditional sitcom filmed at CBS Radford, because that would be the closest studio to my house.
Damn. Right by McDonald's.
Love it.
Gets hairy. The pizza joint.
Yeah.
Got the bagel place.
It's the
up
best.
The corner, sushi
So it's the
across
closest
street.
one.
How
I mean,
good.
unless they're going to build a studio at Warner Centers, which I'm imagining is my dream.
That's up on.
That's even closer to my house. CBS
Is that the one on
Radford
the street?
No, I just said that would be amazing if that happened. It's never going to happen. So that, and I really also do really love doing the daily topics that we did at Chelsea lately. So I do a lot of different shows and daytime shows and panel things, and I'm doing that now. And so if there was an opportunity for like an everyday daytime spot, I would love that too. So those are the two ideals.
Knowing something, what you want, is the most important thing. Especially now. You've already been to the Hammer. You got your deals. You've done your stand-up.
Yeah.
You spit out the kids. You play the mom shit. You've done Chelsea. You're ready now. You're ready to fucking fuck Tia Leone and Secretary of the State. You're ready to take over CB. I watched that show. I like her. I've always liked her.
She's good.
I've always cheered for her.
She's a good choice for a show like that.
Yeah.
Like you believe that she
Do you know
be
why? She's in a movie that she got cut from? She got cut from League of Her Own. She's in that movie.
Oh.
They cut average. She must have said something to a director or a producer.
No, so that they just cut it for time, and your part's not that big.
I know when you get cut for time. I've been both. My friend. I know when you get cut where they cut you because you said something along the way. I know that happened to two people where they went to the premiere and what happened?
They usually call you before and
"No."
say, "I'm so sorry, but you're barely in this thing." That's rude
Paul
that they didn't call her
Rodriguez
before.
and Ali. He said something when they were in Africa. They heard about it.
What did he say?
I don't know. He said something about Michael Mann. He never worked for Michael Mann again.
See, that's my scariest thing.
That-
Is that like you fucking
that
say
is-
something,
that is it.
and then you're
Me with the
screwed yourself.
longest yard. I was at the poster, and they cut me from the poster. They put me on last in the names.
Why? What'd you do?
I got into one of the producers.
You
They
did?
Yeah. So
what did you say?
It wasn't how he said it. It was the attitude. He had an attitude, and I had an attitude, and we called each other on the wrong day. And I don't give a fuck. By that time, I was 6 or 7 weeks in. You ain't gonna fire me now. I'm rocking this motherfucker, and you're giving me no money. So how can you, come at me that way? Especially how I've been a great employee, and I've heard about different situations. And if you watch Tia Leone in League of Her Own, they didn't cut her for time. When they cut you for time, they cut a scene. Not when they cut you completely out. Every time you see her, she's a fucking extra. That's Tia Leone. She's a fucking extra in that movie. And watch at the end. They put her name like under the fucking grip. Like when they put your name under the grip, you piss somebody the fuck
I
off.
have seen that in certain movies where I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
that is like a major star who's got
If you ever
nothing
watch-
going on.
Listen, I went to an audition one day. I had a hole in my pants. Didn't know until I was in the car at Fox. I was going in for 2.5
Like right at the dick?
under the dick, like a little hole, like just a teeny fucking hole. Okay, you look at it when you hit whatever Hollywood, and you go, nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna know what happened.
Okay.
It's one line at a baseball game and How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
Okay, I walk in. As I walk in, the chair has a nail sticking out.
Oh, no.
There's 3 women in the room. This could only happen to me. As I walk in, I go to twist. The nail gets caught in the hole, rips the pants. When I turn around, they all look at it, and I go, "Did you see the Cuban egg roll?" The room, there's silence, and then they bust. We laughed so hard. Quack, 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 quack. I didn't bring air conditioning. After that, it was just a joke fest. It was like stealing. We didn't stop laughing for about 6 minutes. Finally, I go, "Thank you for coming in." As I leave and I walk up halfway up, they go, "They just called back. You didn't even read." So by the time I went in to read, I read, and they go, "Thank you again." And they laughed. The next day, I booked the job.
Oh,
when I got to the set, they all looked at me like, "Who is this fucking guy? This isn't who we wanted."
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh my God, they treated me like that.
Wait, what do you
On
mean?
How I Met Your Mother.
Wait, so why did they give you the job if that's not who they wanted?
I don't know.
You really think it was like a mistake? They thought you were someone else?
It was a mistake. It was a fucking mistake.
Did they fire you then?
They didn't fire me, but watch the episode. I'm just standing there. And you go, "Why would you hire him if you're not going to give him a line?" That was it. They took my line away and told me to stand to the side.
Wait,
Oh my God.
Did you ever find out what happened?
No, and then I bumped into Jason, whatever. Siegel, weeks later. And he was like, "Man, you were great that day." And I go, "Doug, they cut me." He goes, "They kind of did, didn't they?" And that was it. We just giggled. I told him he was good in that movie, Saving Sarah Blake.
That was funny.
Forgetting Sarah Silverman.
Forgetting Sarah Silverman,
That's a good movie.
whatever. And that was it. That was it. But you guys, I know what a cut is, and I know when they cut you completely from a movie is. The Longest Yard, I think I shot like maybe 20-something scenes, and the scenes they didn't use were just bad. So I was lucky. I still had great scenes, but I know if it was like 3 or 4 scenes, they would have cut me from the fucking movie. It's amazing, man. It's fucked up how it works. Sometimes you get into a beef with somebody, a misunderstanding. This morning I went to walk the baby. I took the baby at 8:45. She has a little car, a pink car. I put her in a strap.
Yeah.
I take the pacifier, I put it in my pocket. I take the water. I fill hers up with ice cubes and just put like an ounce of water so it melts. I took her to North Hollywood Park and I walked around. Then I let her loose. So I walk her all the way down there. Then I let her loose through the park so she burns all that energy. Then when she gets to the exercise equipment, there's red ants. So it's just a moment of time before the red ants get her.
Yeah.
And when she goes, that's it. It's time to go. Because she's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. She don't say that.
Yeah.
But I can see it in her face because it goes into her sneakers and she ain't got socks on. So her little hands start to shake. So I pick her up. I put her in the pink thing. We walk home. She drinks her water. And then in the other park on the way home, I take her out. And they were shooting something, right? And I go, what the fuck? And I had her off already. I know if I pick her up and put her back in the car, she's just going to throw a fit. So I said, let me walk with her. I guide her, and she went down this thing. The cop stopped me. He goes, where you going? I go, over to the swings. Fucking cop didn't even know. As I walk over to the swings and I walk out there shooting Sons of Anarchy, and it's Peter Weller and Jax Teller right there. And I look at both of them, and they look at me, and I start looking for Emilio.
That's
right?
hysterical.
And Leo Rivera, and I didn't see him. And they're like, you can't go on the park today. Is that a problem? I go, nah, that's no problem. I just took the baby and rolled, and I called Emilio. He didn't answer. I was hoping he was on set, but he wasn't on the fucking
Of course
set.
it's that show that you've wanted to be on.
Damn! Fucking Sons of Anarchy right
your
there by
house.
the pool, right by my fucking house. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the executive producer, whatever his name is?
Sutter.
The guy with the one arm. So it was, it was just great seeing you the other night. As you know, we were both walking around this town confused 15 years ago with the same manager, and I didn't know what happened. I asked around. I stopped going to places. And then I see you on this show fucking being funny and beautiful and glamorous as always. We got to get you a glamour show. That's what I
I love glam.
Like places, Paris, and you go and get glammed up at a spa. And then you give a review about the spa.
Yes, I'd love that.
And then you go to Monaco, and you go to Ibiza, and you go to all these fabulous
You could be her first
places.
guest.
No, it's not for people like me. It's for people that wear little hats and say amazing and drink mango juice and wear like plaid shirts and shit like that.
Yeah, I love it.
And
It's a
they
great
suck dick behind the
idea.
building, shit like that. I'm a pig. Anyway, let me give a shout out to the sponsors. I'll get you out of here.
Okay.
I
Go.
love you, Heather Mac. You're a
Go.
sexy motherfucker tonight. First off, I want to talk about hitecigs.com. Yeah, it's a great product. Yeah, they last long and they taste better. They got 1,200 hits per cigarette and they're cheaper than anything else that's on the fucking market. Yes, they have different flavors. Yes, they come in a fucking tremendous cigar, which I smoke all the time. The commitment that they showed this weekend to me at the shows.
Yeah, they came out.
They came to the shows. They brought shirts. Showed me that they're a company that's proud of their product. The same way I'm proud to have them on the podcast. I just don't have them on here because they call me. They sent me some stuff. I tried it out. It felt good. It tasted good. I use it on my own. Do me a favor. If you're thinking of quitting smoking, you don't want to insult these fucking gluten-free motherfuckers around you. Do yourself a favor. Go to favor. hitecigs.com and see what they got. They got the cigars 0, 8, 16, and 24. They got the cigarettes 0, 8, 16, and 24. Quit smoking with them. Do what you want to do. Become an aristocrat. You know what I'm saying? Be a sidekick to Heather. You got like a fake cigar. Ha, 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 ha. Whatever the fuck you want to do. Hit e-cigs. The commitment they showed by coming out Friday night and how much fun they had shows me that they're proud of what they do. So go to hitecigs.com. If you know somebody who's quitting smoking, get them helped out. They give you 20% off. What are they pressing the box?
Joey's Church.
Boom! Joey's Church, and you get 20 fucking % off. Who's better than you?
You should rename doing a favor, doing a flavor. It's like you're doing what Joey would do. That'd be good.
Let me ask you something.
What?
When was the last time I kicked you in the fucking liver?
Oh,
Anyway,
jeez.
we're Irish. You know what I'm saying? We're Cuban Irish. On it. Fuck vitamins and minerals and ha 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 ha. And I CrossFit. I don't give a fuck about what you do. For optimal
Optimization.
optimization. That's what that company does it on it. Optimal optimization. They make you the best that you can fucking be. Whether it's the Alpha Brain, the Shroom Tech, the fucking new bone, the strong bone, which I've already finished the first bottle they sent me in rehab with the knee. Whatever they got, it'll help you out. The enzymes. I mean, they're doing great things at Onnit. Don't let me tell you because I'm going to fuck it up. Go to Onnit.com right now. Give Alpha Brain a try. 100% money back guarantee, and we don't want the fucking product back. Go to the Box and Press.
Church.
Boom! Church.
Bang.
Get 10% off constantly. Go to the Stay On It program and get additional 10% off. That's how we roll here. Who gives you 20% off the first fucking night you meet them? Not even a hooker does that with a missing fucking eyeball. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
When does a hooker have a missing eyeball?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's one out
That's
there.
one hooker should give 20% off.
Listen. This fucking guy was right. His girlfriend loves the razor. I use it. I have one in the shower and I have one in my little travel bag. I love it. Dollar Shave Club. If you're going over, standing online to do what? To get a razor with fucking cameras on it and fucking it blows and creams and all that. You don't need that shit. All you need is 2 blades and a close fucking shave. Why are you doing this to yourself? You don't need to drop $200 a month on blades. Even my brother George was saying to me every time he goes, like 22. I go, why don't you take the
$30
coat
and
go to Dollar Shave Club? Go to Dollar Shave Club right now. They got a $1, a $6, and $8. $9 program every month. Even if you live like a doctor, and you get the $9 plan. That's what $108 a year.
Come on.
That's what people spend in 3 fucking months on razors and replacements and blades and whatnot. Go to Dollar Shave Club right now. Give it a try. $1, $6, or $9 a month. Press
Church
in the box, CHURCH, and get the fucking deal right now from Dollar Shave Club. Stop throwing away money. Stop wasting your time on lines, getting razors. Get them sent right to your house on the 1st every month. You want to slow them back a month, you could do that too.
Like a doctor.
They are tremendous razors. Last but not least, let me tell you something right now, all right? HuluPlus.com. I'm sick and tired of telling you people. Yeah, you get 2 free weeks. Yeah, it's $7.99 a month. That's all great. That's a deal you get on TV. I give you 2 free weeks as a little something from the fucking church. But you could stream anywhere, any place, anytime. My man Lee goes to the gym. He brings a movie. What movie you watched today?
Man on Fire.
Man on fucking Fire, because he went to see The Equalizer yesterday.
Oh my God.
And that was on Hulu Plus.
Yes, I believe
Man
so.
on Fire. That's what I'm talking about. Tremendous fucking
They have a lot of
movie.
shows. The Daily Show I watch a lot.
What else does he watch on there?
They have The Tonight Show. They
There
have
you
SpongeBob.
go. There you go. And you can binge watch. You want to sit there and
Yes.
watch the whole fucking week? There you go. You smoke a doctor. You get Heather to come over and rub your toes and tell you about the sushi at Boa, whatever the fuck you go. Where do you go for sushi in L.A.? What places do you go
God.
and see celebrities and mingle?
What's good?
Tell people lies.
Boa's very good.
Boa's
but
very
that's
good.
steak. But
That's steak.
yeah, that's always like a good scene.
Can you imagine going there with a lie detector test? And just every time people talk to you, put a lie detector test on people. I was just thinking about you have this project in the works. You know, it's like, you fucking lied, cocksucker. Turn around, no free steak.
All right, I gotta go, honey.
Where you going? You just got here.
I wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
And so
6. I gotta get up at 6.
I gotta be at the heart doctor at 7. I gotta put blue ink in my nutsack.
Oh Jesus!
And make sure the stomach is still working. You know what I'm saying? So relax.
Okay.
I'll drive you downstairs. Where you going? What are we talking about here?
Hulu Plus.
Hulu Plus. Go to the box and press in
Joey.
and get
2 weeks for free and then $7.99
and $7.99 a month. Who's better than fucking you? Let me ask you one other question. Go to HuluPlus.com right now. I'm not fucking around. It's a great deal. It's a great service. You can watch it from any streaming device. Roku, Koku. What else?
PS3,
Your phone,
PS4,
PS4,
all the phones, all the TVs.
PS9. Do what you need to do. Heather McDonald.
Yes. Can I plug my Hulu?
Hold
no.
on.
Just
I
kidding.
just got to tell you something. It was a pleasure seeing you this weekend.
Thank you.
You brought back a lot of memories. I've always been very fond. I wish you the best.
You too.
On what you do. Where are you going to be at? And there's no lie detector test here. This is from my balls.
I'm going to be at Sacramento Punchline this weekend.
Go see her at Sacramento Punchline.
Then Raleigh at Good Nights.
Email her. What's your email?
No, I'm not giving my email out.
I need you somewhere they can reach you and tell you where there's no bed bugs in Sacramento.
Oh.
If you're a hotel owner, 20% off from my girl Sarah this weekend. She'll
Just tweet me.
Sarah, fucking
tweet me.
Heather. Tweet her.
At
20% off. She'll tweet it. You'll fucking get everybody staying up there.
Yes,
There's bed bugs
a nice
at certain
place.
hotels, and she wants a nice place in Sacramento. If you know of a nice place, go to Heather McDonald at Twitter and send her a nice place.
And a nice spa
And a nice
that I can
spa.
go in the daytime. That's
breakfast. What do you like for breakfast? What do you like?
I like a goat cheese omelet.
That's what I'm talking about. If you got a goat cheese omelet right now, I hope you and your restaurant burn to death if you got a goat cheese omelet. You understand?
With caramelized
I hope your mother
onions.
gets hit by a fucking truck tonight.
And some basil.
All right.
There.
No, stop.
Yes, that's what I like for
American
breakfast.
cheese, nice
No.
cut slit. with some fucking eggs from some Mexican
And
house.
wait, can I just plug one more thing? My special.
It's on Showtime.
It's on Showtime.
Tremendous
I don't mean to
special.
brag, so you can get on Showtime on demand or find it.
And where you at the week after Sacramento?
Raleigh at Good Nights.
And do you have a punch?
And I'm gonna be in Vegas at
South Point.
At just one night, October 18th at the Venetian in their
shit.
all-female
Review.
show, which is Lipstick, and I'm doing it with Jessie Mae Peluso. The two of us are doing it.
And where you New Year's
October
Eve?
18th. I don't have a New Year's Eve date. Justin told me it's weird and he can't get me a date.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay home with your family.
Well, do you have a New Year's Eve date?
Yeah, you want to do it with me?
Well, what's yours?
I'm doing the podcast live at 8 o'clock at the Ice House. You're home by 10:45.
No, I don't want to do
All
that.
right, then stay home by yourself and fuck around with your husband. Then what are you bothering me for?
No, then I'll go to like a party or something.
What party? What?
We'll get like a bunch of couples to go to like
Bring a
with
lie
Chris and
detector
Rocket.
test with you and see these people. There you go. You bullshit me. I love
All right.
you, and I'm
Love
very
you
happy
too.
you came in. I'm very
Thank
happy.
you.
You're one of
This
the
is
last
fun.
Catholics in Hollywood. You, me, and Steve Simone.
Who's
Oh shit! Hold on. Next Wednesday, we invade the Laugh Factory in fucking
Long Beach.
And then that Thursday,
donut isn't
I'm at
strong.
the Denver
You're there every
Improv.
2 days.
The Denver Improv, and then I'm in Baltimore the following week. So next Wednesday at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, and that weekend I'm at the Denver Improv. Go to tickets right now. I love you guys. Stay black. I love Heather McDonald.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you go to LisaHat.com, use coupon code JUMIDOWN, and I'm giving 10% off my shirts. And Joey, you have shirts right at JoeyDiaz.net.
Don't worry about the fucking shirts. Just get off the goddamn shirts. You gotta go, right?
We're going.
So you guys do like a 2-hour podcast?
All right, guys. Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for free trial of Hulu Plus. Like I said, you can watch on an iPad, any streaming device. You can binge thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner down at the bottom of the page. Don't forget to sign up for DollarShaveClub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Now go to DollarShaveClub.com/church or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner. Also, go to Onnit.com to get 10% off when you use code word church on all their great products like Alpha Brain, New Mood, ShroomTech Immune, ShroomTech Sport. And lastly, if you go to HitEcigs.com, you get 20% off using code word church. Hit e-cigs and Hit cigars, they're awesome.